Hey guys, welcome back to Talk That Talk. And you have Junior.
I'm Blaze.
And I'm Jerome. Today we're going to be discussing some more relationship topics. The first one we have today, would you let your boyfriend or girlfriend have your social network password or your email password? How do you guys feel about that?
And password on the phone, right?
So any passwords in general?
Yeah, any password in general. Phone,
Alright, cool.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, anything.
I say yeah, I don't really mind. I don't know about the whole Facebook and Instagram stuff, but if she wants it, she can have it. I've always been someone who's open with my stuff, so everyone knows the password to my phone, everyone knows the password to most of the stuff. But if it's something private, confidential, like my email, I'll give you my password to my email. And if she wants it that bad for a reason, then yeah, cool.
What about you?
What about you?
What
I
about
want
you?
to hear your reason first.
Oh really?
He's the one that asked the question,
You
so
can
you
tell
can
her
go last.
I'm
You go
telling
last.
yours around mine. I mean, you don't know what kind of background that person is coming from. You don't know what kind of things she's dealt with in her past relationships that has made it that she could be insecure like that. So it might just be that she's just like been cheated on before, and for her to have that comfort that she knows that you're not doing anything, for her to feel that she feels that she has to have the password to your social network or whatever, if that is what helps her sleep at night, then by all means, I don't want to be that guy that's just gonna like make it harder for her to trust me. So if that allows her to trust me, then yeah, I'll let her have the password to it. I don't mind.
For me, I wouldn't. I disagree. I personally think that you should have a private part in your life. You know, I think it's healthy for that. If you have a relationship with a girl, you're gonna give her everything. You're gonna tell her your future, things that you've done in the past. You need to have something in your life which is private. If you've got family members that need to get hold of you and tell you someone's died or something private, and your girl or whatever has that information, they might not want her to know that.
If you flip the coin, right? If I was to ask her for her password and then she was to just decline, it just made me raise an eyebrow and be like, well, why? Like, why not? Like, why are you trying to hide? That's the first thing that comes to your mind when a person denies you their password.
You guys give someone that access to your personal life. If you ever have an argument, you ever fall out, you ever split up, she has complete control over it. She can change your password and send out emails or whatever to people. She could put up pictures of you, I don't know, you naked or whatever, embarrass you.
If you bring it back to that other conversation that we had about the whole prenup and all that, it's like, in a sense, setting yourself to fail. If your reasoning for not giving her the password is because you're thinking of if we break up, then she could like do this and that stuff like that, it's also the wrong reason as well. You're not giving her her password, your password, because you've got in your mind that it might not work.
Someone with your Facebook password, like, they could then look through previous conversations with exes and people that you've already used to be intimate with, and that can be a jealousy thing as well. She could then come to you and say, oh, you never used to take me out, you never used to call, say I love you and stuff like that.
Boy, that's crazy.
You know,
I'm open with people that I'm with. Like, same things. If you guys would have the password to my phone, my whatever, I wouldn't mind you guys having the password to certain things. I want to show you that I am open and that you can trust me, yeah? But at the same time, if you're going through my stuff, yeah, then clearly you do not trust me. And don't bring the baggage of your old relationship into our new relationship. Because I can't have you, if you're not secure and you can't not go through my stuff, then for me, I'll be so vexed for you to just go through my stuff. One thing about women is that sometimes they make the small things big. Like something that's small, like someone texting you, hey babe, or hey, how you doing, or hey, how is she? It could even be your cousin. The fact that the number's not saved and they're like, hey, how you doing? She'll be like, who's the girl texting you, hey, how you doing? You know, with an X or whatever. Sometimes girls can take something so small and make it so big, and that can cause just arguments that don't need to be happening in your relationship. Yeah, I'll give you my password and stuff like that, but for me, if you are initially using it to go through my stuff, for me, I don't see that why we should be together.
I'm thinking more like from my own experiences, like in my past relationship, that we both had like access to both of our Facebooks.
why?
And, well, I don't even remember really like how it even came about, but like, you know, just the fact that you know the door is open it just even just stops you and eradicates any thoughts that you might have of that person could be doing this and that.
So why don't you just give her your phone? You take her phone for the day and she takes your call.
That's it.
She could do that. I wouldn't mind.
Where does it stop then? Where does it stop?
The thing is,
why don't you put a camera
you can't
in
have
the
a
room
password.
and monitor
Yeah,
what you're
exactly.
doing? It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
Having that,
like, for me,
having that freedom
right.
of social network password will not stop there.
I get you.
Different things will come up and she'll be
for me, I feel like that's crazy for someone to have the
doesn't
password
just stop there.
to your own account. Like, you're right.
I believe that in a relationship, if you're both committed to being faithful and everything, I don't even believe that there should even be a password.
Yeah, but
To your Facebook account, to your email address.
It comes to the fact that
But what are you hiding?
It's not the fact
What
of hiding.
do you mean? What you want to log into your email?
Private.
Do you wanna? You have your own life,
But
you know.
what I'm trying to say is, when I think of like my partner, I almost think I like being one with that person. I wouldn't get with a girl if there wasn't everything I could potentially speak to her about. Like, if there was something that I could not speak to that person about, I wouldn't even get with them in the
Yeah, but
first
this
place.
is what I'm talking about.
So, which is why I'm saying that my password to my Facebook, what you're on about, oh, you might get a message from this and that stuff like that. I would probably tell her anyway. So why am I trying to hide?
Are you one in a relationship, but you're also all individuals? You have to accept that as people. You have to accept that. You have your own private stuff. You have your own life. You have your own thoughts. You have your own ambitions. I'm not going to share everything about you, about me to you, and then you're not going to share everything about yourself to me. And the thing is, you never get to a point where you know someone. You never get to a point where you know someone fully. Yeah, you never get to that point. You can spend the day on
I
it.
want it to be to you. I don't want your ex or whatever, your girl to find out, your girlfriend to find out the things I say to you.
Everybody knows you got hemorrhoids. But anyway.
Don't believe this guy. I know for sure that girls have conversations with other girls. Yeah, and I don't know what they do, what they send each other, whatever. It's all personal stuff. So I get sometimes where, you know, when you're dating someone and they don't want you to go through their stuff because some of the girls are admitting things that they are sharing in confidential with a girl. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And something she won't tell you about her girl. That's fine.
I do hear you on a lot of like different points that you've made about this. Like for example, when you're talking about you should discussing private things with a girlfriend, and now you just found out that the girlfriend's got chlamydia or whatever. Yeah, I hear you on that point. Like, I hear that.
The example that what you said is if it helps her esteem, helps her feel comfortable. I don't think that's right. Like she's gonna, like I said before, she's gonna want more of you. She's gonna want to know where you are, like you just said as well. Your location.
It just grows and grows. It becomes crazy. Next thing you know, she won't leave the house. She wants to spend the whole day with you.
Okay, I hear your point.
The next question we have is, could you be friends with your ex?
Personally, I don't think you can be friends with your ex.
I believe that you can be friends with your ex depending on how the relationship ended. It could be for a fact that you just ended the relationship on a very casual note, that you both of your love just fizzled out, and so eventually in the end you still care for the person, but you don't have that kind of strong love type of feelings to that person, so you can then roll into a natural friendship. I think that's true because it's happened to me. Like I'm probably friends with like most of my exes, if not all of them. We spoke about it. We both mutually agreed that it'd probably be best if we just like ended it. It's not the fact where like we just end it and then we're friends like overnight. It's not like that. It'll be like the fact where we'll have ended it, a couple of months will have gone by or a couple of years maybe, and then when I see that person again, we clicked again and we just like naturally just vibe with each other, because remember that the things that we liked about each other when we first met was not just purely attraction. It was like the fact that we had similar things in common and this and that, so we can still vibe on that level. But it's just like we just know that there's a line now. What we had was in the past and we're not going to bring it back in the future, so we can just be cordial with each other and have like a nice friendship.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but another way I don't agree with you as well, because sometimes relationships don't go so well and one person says to the other, let's be friends, and they say that because they don't want to take full risk. It makes them feel better as a person, like they don't feel as bad because they broke up with you, so they'll say, oh, let's just be friends. And also they'll say that as well just to keep you around so that they don't miss you. So and that reason that I don't think it's good to be friends. Another reason as well is if you two had a really good relationship, you know, you shared good and bad times as well, then taking that away and just being friends can be difficult. For example, if you guys are, I'm gonna have a conversation with my ex, and we've decided to be friends, and I'm telling her, oh, I'm going on a date tomorrow. That then may make her feel jealous, you know, and all different kind of emotions as well. So on that note, again, I just don't think it's healthy to be friends.
Well, with me, I'll go with Blaze as well. It's how you guys talk about things. It's all about talking. It's all about what makes you feel better, what makes me feel better. It's talking about where our feelings are in that moment. You know what I'm trying to say to you? Sometimes we say let's be friends, but deep down inside we don't want to be friends. We want to be more than friends, but our relationship is not healthy for each other. We have feelings for each other, or attraction should we say, but our relationship is not healthy for each other. But the only things that we do get along, we do have our things that we are like, have chemistry with, but just when we're together it's just not healthy. You know what I'm trying to say to you? So for me, it's kind of one of those things. You can be friends if you both agree on being friends and you both put boundaries on what you have, and you both say to each other, it's just a friendship, nothing more, nothing less. If you feel anything and you feel like you need to get your space to get away with it, like to kind of like calm those feelings down, then cool, you do that, yeah. But you have to talk about how you guys feel about being friends. If you cannot be friends, then just leave it. I have exes that where they talk to me about guys they met, and I'll talk to them and think, have you asked them certain questions and stuff like that? Because the thing is, I've had close relationships with these people, so it's like one of those things. I want to see them happy, even if it's not with me, because I know how much of an amazing person that person is.
No, I agree. The time frame from when when the relationship ended is really important, because I don't believe that you can just straight out of a relationship just go into a friendship, because that's when you'll be in the situation where you were talking about, where the person is really just saying let's be friends because they can keep you around, or they can keep tabs on you and this and that. That's why I don't think it's really, it's not that it's impossible, but I don't think that's really possible for it to happen fresh out of the relationship. You always need that time for you to just like go away and do your own things, and then when you then reconnect, I think it's possible to have a friendship.